It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr. And they will enjoy a power advantage. And he'll be up against Saul Canelo Alvarez. Let's see if that age advantage will play a part in this fight. Who's been your favorite middleweight champion over the years? Maybe Canelo Alvarez, Roy Jones Jr.? Well, these two certainly hope they can be on your list.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's Roy Jones Jr. from the United States of America. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez from Mexico. They are the WBC title holder, coming off a tough knockout loss in their last fight.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico, presenting the current WBC champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
The wait is over.
All right.
The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And there's the bell for round one. That hook scores. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Got out of the way of that right hook. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. A swing and a miss with the right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
time winding down as we get set for another round. And there's the bell to start round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is the kind of fight you expect from 2 world-class elite middleweights. Perfect counter lands. Throws the jab but does not score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. And he misses with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't land the jab there. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Miss with that hook. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. And there's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The straight right just misses. Defense is not an option for these two. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Can't find a home with that jab. Exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Let's start the sixth. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And shoot. Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with that left hook. That counter shot lands. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Punch, counter punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. Well, we're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Here comes round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Hook misses. Good counter punch. Uppercut does not score. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. That jab doesn't find a home. Nope, that uppercut does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action. And there's the bell for round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? going to punch himself out, though. There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that jab. That time counter shot. The stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. This is the 10th. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He throws a punch. A receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. The perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. This
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Joe Calzaghe. He weighed in at 75 kilos bang on. He's 183 centimeters tall with a reach of 185. And they'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 159 pounds. He's 24 years old. He's got the nickname Captain Hook.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
It's no wonder they call him the pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe. You are looking at an absolute legend, the longest reigning super middleweight champion in boxing history, spanning over 10 years, defending against 20 opponents. Here is Roy Jones Jr. Many believe this man could be the future pound-for-pound king. 22-0 with 20 wins by knockout.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the 2-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Back and forth they go. Not a lot of defense here at all. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Missing with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Focus back, get that jab back.
And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart.